on, guys? This is Nick here at One Up Games. I just wanted to do a quick little video about an event that I went to last weekend. I'm talking about Zapcon 5 at the Mesa Convention Center here in Mesa, Arizona. Just down the street from our store, actually. It's pretty close, about a 10-minute drive. But Zapcon was a great time. Basically is a classic pinball arcade convention from the early 80s. I mean, such classics as like Donkey Kong and Nibbler, which was really fun, and you should check out the Man vs. Snake movie on Netflix right now. It's a great documentary about Nibbler and the marathon running. But yeah, Zapcon 5, I was really fortunate to have the day off, and instead of staying at home, you know, like video games is what I do, so let's go play some video games. So I took my daughter with me, McKenna, and she had a great time. Played some really sweet machines. You guys can see that so much to choose from, variety. The Ghostbusters pinball machine, by far, I thought was the best one. Art-wise, there were some beautiful machines, like the Nightmare on Elm Street was fantastic. There was an X-Men pinball machine that blew my mind. Even Rob Zombie had like a Captain Spaulding like machine, but unfortunately it broke down and I didn't get to play it, and maybe they fixed it in time so people could play it, but I just didn't get a chance to. But yeah, you can see I went through and beat the Alien vs. Predator machine, which was pretty sick. And my daughter was just having a blast playing like the Simpsons arcade. I think she played Turtles. She did some pinball, like the Addams Family pinball machine was cool. And I just saw some really weird ones too. It was like The Last Action Hero, which I love that movie. I think it's a great movie. And the pinball machine was fun. Other ones that really stood out was like Magic Sword, the arcade machine, which is a really fun two-player, like side-scrolling, beat-em-up platforming type of game that has a game for the Super Nintendo, like a port to the Super Nintendo, but it was only one player, which is unfortunate. But I actually made a bid. I tried to buy that machine, because that's another thing that's really cool about Zapcon, is that not only do you get in, and it was like $20 for the day for me, $10 for her, and we were there for like 6 hours. So like 6 hours of awesome times and taking video, and there's vendors there. You can buy video games. Our buddies at the Gaming Zone had a booth there. And I want to say Game Over Games, which is like another like kind of like a video game store here. They're part of like a flea market in northern Phoenix. I haven't been there, but I've had a lot of people say that they've checked it out. It's pretty cool. They had this like really weird Guile and Ken Rock'em Sock'em Robots type of thing, and it was cool. I was definitely thinking about it. But as far as games, I really didn't find anything. I mean, of course I looked around because that's just like my go-to thing. But it was more like buying stuff like coffee mugs and whatnot, like Legend of Zelda coffee mugs, pixel art, and like earrings and stuff for my daughter because she loves all that stuff. But again, like back to some of the machines that were really cool. They had the Dungeons and Dragons machine, which is a 4-player beat 'em up. I want to say it's, I always mess up the name, man, but it's something Mysteria, I believe. But really, really fun machine, regardless of me butchering the title. I played some Ninja Gaiden, which a lot of people forget that on the arcade was a beat 'em up. It was very, very different from the NES port that we got. Some other ones I thought were pretty funny was like Johnny Mnemonic pinball machine. I was like, what? And I'm trying to think, or a couple of the other ones that were pretty fun to play. Iron Man, great pinball machine. Super Mario Brothers one was cool, but as far as like the machine itself, it's okay. But it was still fun. Still fun to play. They also have tournaments at Zapcon 5. It was pretty sweet. They had like a Donkey Kong high score tournament going on. They even had some like arcade machine stuff. Like I thought there was a Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter Third Strike, something like that. Some of the other cool things that I saw there was that they actually had the Castlevania arcade machine, which was like a combo machine, which is like 2 games all on the same cabinet. and it was Excitebike and Castlevania. And Castlevania was really cool too because that was like one of the first arcade machines I ever played at a Chuck E. Cheese when I was like maybe like 4 years old. So that was really cool. I got kind of a little choked up on that. Not choked up, but it was just like something that's like, wow. But yeah, Zapcon 5, lots to offer. It was also really cool to just see all the different ages of people playing games. Grandparents playing kids with their grandkids. Just everybody smiling. Saw that a lot of people were buying the shirts, the Zapcon 5 shirts. I wish I was wearing mine right now, but I did pick up a shirt. It was $20. So this has been great to just do podcasts, shooting these videos, editing them, computer problems, camera problems, missing memory cards. All that shit happens. It's crazy. And you see it in other people's videos and they're like, oh, why didn't they get that video out in time? Editing takes a while, and just finding the time. So anybody who watches these videos, I really do appreciate it, and definitely go check out Zapcon 6, which I hope comes sooner than later. Yeah guys, have fun, and I'll keep the videos coming up. See ya.